Hello, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be my half marathon vlog. I'm Hannah. I do food, fitness and lifestyle content if you're new here. If not, welcome back. As you would have, if you saw last week's video, you would have seen that I was going to start filming this and it ended right before this video started. So there's not really been much of a break. We're just getting ready, just winding down, very chilled. I'm feeling a bit tired and a bit slightly hungover today, but I'm feeling okay. And we just made dinner, which I'm going to put the clips in now because I forgot to intro this video. Made like chicken parm burgers for dinner because it's like our favourite pre-run dinner. We just decided that it worked for us before for a long run and it will work again, and then we'll have some cookies and ice cream, but we're just choosing a film to watch. It is literally 8:30, not even that, 8:25, and we're going to pop a film on and try and get into bed. Got Disney Plus, that is the option, so we're going to go for something chilled. Got the candles lit, just a wholesome vibe today, nothing crazy, not a long film either. And then going to jump in the shower in a bit. Molly's just in the shower. Yeah, outfits all laid out, ready to go, so we're just going to chill and then try and get into bed by 10, as we're going to have to get up about 7 tomorrow to kind of make sure we eat something, get ready, and then head over to the start line. We're going to get there for about 8:30, which is quite a long time before we need to start, but we're just worried about running out of time, finding the start, and dropping bags off and stuff, so yeah.
Swim through the ring of fire!
Good morning, it is race day. I am vlogging on my phone because Zach has already taken my camera because I wanted it for afterwards, but didn't want to have to run with it. So this is the fit we've gone for. We've got the go-to seamless top on from Oner, and then the blue Lululemon Hottie Hot shorts. I'm hoping they don't fall down and my stomach doesn't pop out too much. And a slick back pony, so we're ready to go. I've decided I'm not going to wear my pink shoes. I'm going to wear my trusty Asics because I just don't want to risk it and I don't want to be in pain. So yeah, we'll see you at the start line. Thank you.
And it's building up.
Right, I need to apologise because as you can tell, it's not after the race. I think the one thing I will say is with running, there is just a wave, like a whirlwind of emotions when you do a race. Like afterwards, I generally want to cry, but with happiness, like it is, but I just don't know why this like these tears just come out, and then obviously your body just feels knackered afterwards. We went and got some food afterwards with some friends and my parents were there, and that's the one thing I would say, that I really underestimated the difference it is when you see people you know in the crowd. My parents brought the dog and obviously my friends came along to support, and it just meant the absolute world. And when I saw them in the crowd, I think if anything that spurred me on so much, because I was constantly just scanning as soon as I got around the area. We basically lapped around the city so many times and I knew they were going to be around the city at the beginning, so I was like scanning the crowds at every mile to see if I could see them, and it almost distracted me. Like I was just constantly just like scanning the crowds, not thinking about anything else, just couldn't wait to see them. And I would have put in some clips before of that they got when I saw them, and generally I was like overcome with emotion. I thought I was going to cry. Just as soon as I saw my mum, like she was screaming and going mental in the crowd, which bless her, she was like, I felt really tearful, and I was like, no, it's so bizarre because I felt the same, and it's just not like I never see them as well, but I don't know what it is, so I'm not embarrassed to say that. It's a very emotional, like a whirlwind of emotions when you do a race, and they brought the dog as well, which was just so cute, and he was going ballistic, so yeah, that just made me so happy. And I think because of that, I didn't feel too great afterwards. We were obviously chatting and like, you know, like giving everyone a hug and saying congrats to everyone else at the end, and it's all just a bit like so much going on. We went and had a barbecue with my parents. It was really nice, had some burgers. I really, honestly, I promise, I had full intentions of vlogging. I made Zach take my bag with my camera in because I didn't want to run around my camera. And I just like completely, I was just so overcome with emotions. I did not think to get the camera out. I just totally forgot. But by the time we'd eaten lunch, I was like, shit, I haven't picked up my vlog camera, I haven't vlogged this. And then this evening, and then as soon as I got home, I sat on the sofa and that was it. There was no moving me. I like had to pull myself up to get in the shower so I could have my everything shower after my run, and then I plonked myself back down on the sofa. And also one thing I would say, in that whirlwind of emotions, I did not think to stretch. So today my quads are in agony, and we have like 2 steps. So we obviously live in a flat, there's no stairs, it's just 1 level, but we have 2 steps from like our bedroom down to the kitchen, and they are killing me every time I go to the kitchen. I have to like hobble down them, but it's actually just my quads that hurt. So I guess that's not a bad thing, but I'm so happy with how it went. I think I went in with a bit of a negative mindset. On the start line, I was really nervous, just because I just really didn't know what to expect. I felt like I had put in a good stint of 12 weeks of training and been really consistent this time, but it's just how you feel on the day. You never know how your body's going to take it on the day, and especially when you're quite new to it all. I think once you've done a few races, you can kind of gauge like how you're feeling on the day, but I just don't know, and sometimes nerves do just get the better of me. Whenever I was at kind of at school and competing in different sports, I always found that nerves really got the better of me, and my heart rate was already up like before we started because I was just so nervous, and I just knew about how much pain I was in at the end of the last one, that I was like, please don't have it turn out like that. But I'm proud to say that I got a PB. I knocked 10 minutes off my time from the Oxford half, so I'm so happy. I actually genuinely think it was because my family and friends were in the crowd and I was just like sprinting to see them the whole time. But yeah, I'll put my splits on the screen because I had one, I think it was about 18k, I knew I was coming to an end. I did the maths wrong. I remember getting to 16k thinking, Hannah, you've only got 4k left. I was like, no, Hannah, you've actually got 5 and a bit. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but I did start to pick up the pace at 16 because I was like, I can see the end. I was like, it's only 5k, you can do 5k, like that is just nothing. Like, you know, you can pop out and do 5k, you can do this. And I was feeling really good, nothing hurt. Obviously I was starting to feel tired, but the one thing I would say is that the course was quite long. Like I think I've spoken to a few people now and they all said similar things. The fact that we all like on our phones or on your Strava and stuff hit a half marathon way before we finished, and I think I ended up running like just over 22 kilometers to get to the finish. But I was like looking at my phone, I was like, right, I've got like 500 meters left, let's like pick up like a kilometer left and let's pick up the pace. And I was like 500 meters left and I was like, still can't see the finish line. I was a bit concerned. I was like, that's more than 500 meters. People were like going around the corner and I was like, where's the finish line? And I really picked up the pace that by the time I got to the finish, I did think I was gonna be sick, because I was like, well, I've got a sprint finish. So I really did try. I mean, it probably felt like I was sprint finishing, but I was not. Some woman like pushed me out of the way. I was like, honey, we're all trying to get there. But yeah, it was a really good day. The wind wasn't too much of an issue in the end as well, which was really nice, because I think in the city it was just swirling round. There was some times where you could really feel it and we were running into it, but most of the time it was just like you were getting hit in the side by the wind, and it actually wasn't too bad. But it was such a fun day. If I was going to recommend a half marathon to anyone, it would probably be that one. I mean, granted, I've only tried 2, but I do think it's not a PB course necessarily, because there was a lot of like I said, we did so many laps around the city, it felt ridiculous, and it definitely was longer than it should have been. And it was quite a confusing course, but obviously it's so busy that you're just following everyone else. But yeah, I think it's not like it's so busy that it was actually, I spent a lot of time weaving in and out of people. So if you did want to go for a PB, it might be quite hard. But I think generally if you're a newbie, like a beginner runner, that is, doing one in London is probably the best ones you can do, because the atmosphere is so good. Like there was literally people everywhere cheering you on, and it was such a good atmosphere. And we got so lucky with the weather. Like granted, it was really windy, but it was sunny and it was the perfect temperature. So yeah, but I mean, last evening I got in, I found that I must have been quite dehydrated. I had a bit of my stomach really hurt, and it was just all just, yeah, catching up with me. So I didn't pick up the camera. So that's why I'm picking up the camera now. So this has been a bit of a naff video. I'm really sorry. I'll put in all the clips that I got before anyway. But yeah, I don't really have much to share other than the fact that I am absolutely dying today. I really didn't think I was going to ache that much, but it's through my fault that I didn't stretch at all, because like I said, you're just like overcome with emotions when you finish, and you're like chatting to everyone and saying hello, because my mum, Zach and Abby all came to the finish line, which was really nice. I saw them at like mile 9 and 10, and then they got on the tube, and that's at the finish line. So it was just like, yeah, obviously they were there, and we got a drink and stuff, and it was perfect. It was actually just such a great day, and it's moments like this I remember runner's high. And I did think, Zach said to me, he was like, I think you're gonna do another one, because I said this would be my last one. And now I'm like, oh crap, now I know I can do it. I'm like, let's go again. Let's bring it, you know? I'm always looking for a new challenge. Like I've said before on here, it's so nice to have a training plan to follow and be working towards something. Although I am going to enjoy the next couple of weeks of just doing what I want. I'm gonna do a bit of Pilates, do some running, get back in the gym, and just explore with my training again. I do obviously think I will keep up the running, and in terms of next plans, I am doing the London 10K in July, but that's obviously not that big a race and stuff. I would love to get like a 50-minute 10K, or maybe less. That would be so good. But yeah, that's next up. I don't know about half marathons. I think we were talking about it yesterday. I was like, if I did do another one, I think I'd love to do one at the end of the year and go abroad and do one in like Spain or something. It would just be really fun to go somewhere different with it, and just use it to, you know, see a city. Like I did really feel like I was like running around my hometown yesterday, and that was so nice. So I think it's a great way to explore somewhere, to go run around the city, and then the next have a day like or two afterwards to explore. Would be incredible. So maybe that will be something I book in for the end of the year, but who knows, I'll keep you updated. But it's safe to say that I definitely have the bug, and the running isn't over, but whether or not I do any more races in anytime soon is a whole nother story. And I still don't think, the big question yesterday, they were like, well, would you do a full marathon? Because Zach was like, I think that's the natural progression, Hannah. And I was like, I just don't think I could do that twice. I felt like I did have like stuff in the tank at the end. I was like, you know what? I think I could have paced myself a bit faster, and I was really shocked at that, because I really didn't want to set off too quick. I don't know where all this extra energy came from. You know, the funny thing is, I went out on Friday night and I had a hangover all of Saturday. I think the wine, they do say wine is quite sugary. It must have done something, because I did have loads of extra energy. So yeah, but I just don't think, I don't know. I think if I got a place, like, I think I'll apply, and if I got a place, I would do it, because I'd be like, you know, especially like, I would love to do the London Marathon, but I just don't know if I could do it twice. That, like, 42k, like 4 hours of running, because I think if I did a marathon, I'd want to do it in like under 4.5 hours, which is about, that's like a running at, if you run at a 6-minute kilometer pace, you would do it in 4 hours and 12 minutes. So I feel like I would want to try and aim for that, but anywhere between that and 4.5 hours would be amazing, but that's just a whole nother ball game. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was very sweet and short, but yeah, I have to apologise. Sometimes, you know, the emotions get the better of us, and it was just the last thing. I should have really got Zach to get my camera out at the end to force me to vlog straight away. I just totally forgot, to be honest. And I looked a bit dishevelled by the end, so I was not like keen on taking pictures. I always forget to take pictures as well, because I'm like, we never take any before because we're so nervous, and we get to the end and we're like, ooh, we look a bit gross. I just don't suit that slick back hair look, and it was so windy, I look like I've been dragged for a bush. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video.